All right, hey everybody, Mark Burgess here, Big East Bass Fishing. Welcome to another video. This video, I'd like to talk to you about batteries, okay? And I know it won't be controversial, but I know I'm going to get some differences of opinion, and that's fine. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? So I'll lead you into what I want to talk about, all right? So I got my 2018 Skeeter ZX225 here with my 225 Yamaha show. I've had the same batteries in it since then, okay? So I've been running the batteries that are in this boat, the trolling motor batteries that are in this boat, for 6 years, okay? I have not experienced any loss of power from the trolling motor, okay? Ultrex, Minn Kota Ultrex, 112 pound, 36 volt trolling motor. Cannot detect any battery loss even at the end of the day. Fishing long hours in current, in wind, all that. And I'm on it constantly. So reason I say that is I am running a ionic lithium battery for the cranking battery. Okay, I had to go that route basically because I was experiencing a loss of power with 3 graphs, Mega 360, the live, which I don't run very often, honestly, but it was just basically 360, so you got 3 graphs running. And in, a tournament where you're putting fish in the boat early, let's say in the summer, you got the pumps running on constant, you got 3 graphs running. Occasionally I'll turn the back graph to sleep, I'll put it to sleep, it's still on, but it's not drawing as much power. I was experiencing some power loss in the cranking battery, so I went lithium, and it's been the best thing I've ever done as far as batteries go. I mean, I've had boats in the past where I added like a smaller 12 volt battery in parallel to the cranking battery to get me where I needed to be power-wise for the day. But I don't have the room in the back of this boat, okay? So I went lithium, ionic lithium, 125 amp hour battery. It Bluetooths to my phone. I can check it all the time. Changed the setting on my Minn Kota charger. Works perfect. Again, I've been running that now for probably 4 years, okay? Great. Can't say enough good things about it. So I want to go all lithiums, okay? All the way across, okay? Ideally. But here's my thoughts, and I'm thinking to myself, Mark, if I'm thinking about this, if I'm debating this in my head, other people must be going through the same thing, okay? So with lithiums, the 2 main important factors really are weight, cost, and if I add a third one now that I'm kind of thinking about it, okay, obviously it's the power that you have, the longevity in those batteries where they just don't pull down as much, like I've experienced with my cranking battery, okay? So, but I haven't had that problem with my interstates, and this is what you can see hopefully in the bottom of the video here. This is an interstate, okay? Group 27, 88 amp hour battery, if I'm reading upside down, 750 cold cranking amps, something like that. Like I said, 6 years, no issues. Okay, so this is where I'm at. This battery is a fraction of the cost of a lithium, okay? This battery outweighs the lithium by 3 times, at least, okay? So weight-wise, we'll talk about that first. Weight-wise, if you have, this is an 18 Skeeter, the fuel tank is underneath the seat, so there's a little bit more weight forward. But if you've got a little bit older boat, a lot of the fuel tanks in the older boats are all the way in the back. They're designed to run ass heavy in the stern. So this particular boat, even though it has the fuel tank underneath the seats, you're still running your 4 batteries back there, all your pumps, your charger, live wells, 2 storage compartments. This one is full of heavy stuff. You know, you got power poles back there, jack plates, all this, okay? So it's all about balance, all right? So most of the Skeeters that I've had, the fuel tanks were also in the back. Twin 25 gallon. You had 50 gallons of fuel in the back. Twin tanks, either side. Plus 4 batteries, plus your charger, plus your pumps, and your power poles, and your jack plate, the live wells full of water, full of fuel, the compartments. All that being said, the boat's designed that way, okay, to be ass heavy, to help keep the bow up and the rest of the boat when you're running out of the water, because the more hull is in the water, the more drag you're going to create and the slower you're going to go. Okay, so that works. Obviously, it was engineered that way, and it's worked. I've had over 25 Skeeters, and it works. Okay, so here I am now, though, at a point where I'm thinking 6 years, I've probably pushed my luck, even though I can't detect any loss of power, as I said. So I may go with 3 new interstates, just because I don't want to have an issue in a situation where I can't react to it, like at a tournament, okay? So not a local tournament, I'm talking away, you know, I'm in another state. I don't want to have to deal with that at that point in time, everything that involves changing out your batteries, okay? So another example is my buddy Dave Bartel's boat. Rest in peace, buddy. I sold him a 18.5-foot G3 in 2003. Okay, and I rigged it out. I came back and I decked it out for him. I put a Fortrex 101 Fortrex on that boat, upgraded with all Humminbird electronics, 4 battery system, battery charger, sweet boat. Those batteries that we put in that boat from 2003, those interstates, same exact battery, by the way. It wasn't until mid-teens, I'm thinking 12, 13, maybe 2015, seriously, before we noticed an issue with the batteries. One wasn't taking the charge that well, was pulling down quick. We noticed some loss of power, so we had to change them out. And I think I really only changed out that one battery at that time. Okay, so that's amazing, really. And okay, but there was a little bit of work to it. Those batteries in that boat and this boat, my boat at the time, boats at the time, the batteries all come out. They go into an area we call the side garage in my house where I have my office and everything. It never gets below 45 degrees, okay? So the batteries go in there for the wintertime and they're charged once a week. I put a charge on them and they bring them back up. They didn't lose that much, really. The other thing I did was, prior to that, is these are lead acid batteries, lead plates covered by the lead acid and a mixture of water. You open up these caps, and again, wear glasses, wear gloves, be careful. You pop these caps and you add distilled water to each hole, if you will. Banking them, I know the word for it. Cell, here we go. Fill the water up over you don't ever want to have the lead plates exposed, okay? There's a little sleeve, plastic sleeve that goes down, there's a ring. You take distilled water and you add enough water just to go over the plates up to the bottom of the sleeve where the ring is. So you'll see it when you look in there, okay? You only have to do this maybe once, maybe twice a year. Really only once a year I've ever done it. To each of the cells, okay, in each of the batteries. As long as you keep them full over the plates with distilled water and you keep them charged, okay, and you don't go through a lot of extremes, 90-something degrees and below zero, okay? You want to try to keep things a little bit more in a closer range, if you will, okay? So that's why I brought them inside. They never got any colder than 45, and I charged them at least once a week. You'll get years and years and years of performance out of these batteries, okay? I'm not sponsored by Interstate. I've just been running them for years. These green tops are the real deal, Okay, now you're going to spend $100-something, on this battery, but you're going to spend $800, $900, $1,000 or more on a lithium. Okay, so if you're in that boat, no pun intended, and you wanting to go lithium, and you can afford the lithium, and the balance of your boat will not be upset by going to those batteries, losing this weight and they're much less weight, then by all means do it. If you can afford it, and you want to do it, they're great. They're absolutely fantastic. But that's the thing. If you can't afford them, or you have other things you want to do with the boat or on the boat, whatever the case may be, it's going to upset the boat balance too much, then stick with your lead acid. Go these interstates. Again, this is a Group 27 battery, 88 cold cranking amps, amp hours rather, 750 cold cranking amps. All right, so that I may do that. I may do that. I mean, I want to upgrade the trolling motor to the Quest, a brand new trolling motor from Minn Kota, brushless motor, and keep this one as a spare. So that's going to set me back a bunch. So I'm just looking at the total cost of that plus batteries. We'll see. So anyway, I'm being a little bit long-winded here, but like I said, if I'm thinking about it, maybe you're thinking about it as well. I hope this gives you a little bit more information to make your decision whether you're going to go replace your lead acid with lead acid or go lithium. All right, so drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. And again, I hope this video helps you out, and appreciate you watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you've watched it this far. I don't even know, what are we up, 12 minutes, something like that. I'll trim it down a little bit. But again, I appreciate it. And everyone have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.